Hi there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight for this live video session. I am hoping my microphone is working, and I'm not sure that it is. Let's try that. But my microphone's working. All right. Well, welcome. We're going to start the night with 5 minutes of Reiki, and then after that, we're going to go into tarot cards and questions, help with affirmations and manifesting, all kinds of fun and good stuff. So for the Reiki, I am going to set the intention for whatever is for your highest and best good for each of you as individuals. And if there's something more specific that you would like the Reiki to focus on, please feel free to go ahead and adjust that intention for yourself. And for right now, let's just get started. All right, so we're starting Reiki at, what is that? 55 after the hour. That means we're going to finish it up right at the top of the hour. I should put this where I could actually see the clock more easily. Of course, we have the dog upstairs, all excited about something while we're doing Reiki. Never can tell what's going to happen in real life when you go live, right? The world as we know it. All kinds of interesting things going on all the time. Wow, somebody's having some major, I'm going to say stomach issues, something going on in the core body. Feeling some energy just really suddenly shoot out to that for someone here. So probably some kind of digestive issues somebody's dealing with intensely that the Reiki's helping with. We also have Reiki going to a lot of other places too, but that one just really caught my attention real fast. We have Reiki also going into the base chakra, which has to do with things that make us feel secure. And we have Reiki going into feet, which has to do with finding our purpose, finding our direction, whether it's our purpose for the day or our life purpose, either way, sometimes both. Once you figure out your life purpose, your daily purpose is a lot easier, isn't it? 3 more minutes left on the Reiki. 2 minutes already come and gone. Time just has a way of getting away from us, doesn't it? One day you're 29 and then you turn around and 20 more years has passed. It's really important to be conscious of what we're doing with our time. Still have a lot of energy going into somebody's digestive system. Three more minutes of Reiki. 2 more, excuse me. The minute just passed as soon as I said that. Y'all don't have to be so shy. Y'all can say hi. Makes me feel like I'm not talking to a black hole here. By the way, for those of you who don't know, this Reiki is not only good for those of you who are in the room right now, it's also good for those who watch later as well, because it is energy, and energy is not limited by time or by space. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Isn't that a great thing? Not to be limited by time or space. That's almost incomprehensible for us here in the human body. 1 minute left. 1 minute, 1 minute. If anybody has questions about Reiki, by the way, this is a good time to ask those questions. All right, so let's wrap up the Reiki. Now, for those of you who are in the room who have some kind of question that you want me to look at, or if you want help with an affirmation, just let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Which cards are we going to use tonight? I'm going to clear a deck of cards while I'm waiting for you guys to ask your questions or tell me if you want help with an affirmation, whatever you guys want tonight. Message from Spirit, always an option. Sunflower, hello, hello. Message from Spirit for you. Okay, honey bunny. I'm going to clear some cards and then I'm going to write a list. Chakoya, hello, hello. Glad you guys are here. Thank you for that thumbs up, Chakoya. I'm assuming that's you. Usually a thumbs up shows up right when you get in the room. Ba-da-da-da. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are you guys doing today? I thought so. I noticed a pattern. I am fantastic, thank you. I went to the eye doctor today for the first time in about 4 years because I noticed some stuff happening lately, and I have to pass a driver's vision test for my driver's license this year. But they gave me some contacts that so far I'm really happy with them. Last time I got contacts, I wasn't happy with them. I wore them about a week, if that, and that was the end of that, and I went back to my old glasses. So my glasses are like 11 years old. So I had to order new glasses and new contacts. But I should be good to go for a while. Sunflower, you haven't told me how you are. I need to get out some scrap paper. Hang on a second. I know I'm coming off the camera. I apologize, guys. Sunflower, sunflower, how are you? I have a whole box of notebooks because I'm one of those people. I like a fresh new notebook. So I've got a whole box of notebooks that used to be fresh and new. I'm glad to hear that you're good. Okay, so Chakoya, awesome message from Spirit. All right, so we're going to start with sunflower. And then we're going to move on to Chakoya. Okay, woo woo, here we go. Guys, don't forget to share this video so I can help more people. Mo. All right. You guys hear the dog being all rambunctious upstairs? I still haven't figured out exactly how to soundproof this room. Okay, let's see. Message from Spirit for Sunflower. What I'm using tonight, I think it's called the Tarot Decoratif. It's a Tarot Marchetti deck. He has quite a few. I like this one. Although it's definitely not in my language. Not sure how to pronounce half of these things that show up here. So I'm going to pronounce them in English. Okay, so Sunflower, you're starting off with one of my least favorite cards. This is the the Emperor in reverse, covered by the Page of Coins. They are pretty, actually. Ba-bum-bum. You know me, I go for artwork, but I like a lot of different styles. This one has some nice bright colors. So the Emperor covered by the Page of Coins basically means that you have somebody who has strong narcissistic tendencies in your sphere of influence who is giving you some kind of good message about money or about material goods. Now, when we've got somebody narcissistic, this could mean that they're kind of doing the dangle the carrot in front of you type of thing with no intentions of actually following through on whatever this is that they're saying about money. I'm not exactly sure that that's the case, but that would be my first suspicion just looking at these two cards. We are going to look at your advice, which I know I've put them down, but I didn't look at yet. So let's see what your advice comes up as. Let's see. Ace of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. Temperance in reverse. Oh, isn't that funny? Aren't those colors the colors in the Russian flag? Huh. I'm sure that was just total coincidence, but that just hit me. All right, so we can tell how many videos I've been watching too many of, right? Okay, so let's look at your advice here. Ace of Swords talks about this idea that comes into it's a whole new understanding of something. And this whole new understanding of something is I call it like an epiphany, basically, because where you're understanding a particular detail about something, it doesn't just affect that one thing. This also actually gives you a whole new understanding about a lot of different things, actually, because it's part of the bigger puzzle pieces. Okay, so it works together. It makes a lot of things make sense in your life. Okay. So, coming to this understanding is the very first thing that we come up with in your advice or your heads up. So, here's the thing coming to an understanding is this type of epiphany understanding is typically not something that we can do on our own. So, I don't think this is so much advice as much as it's a heads up. This is one of those things that, like a 4-year-old will say something around you and you're like, "Oh my god, that's so basic. How did I not understand this?" Um, or you'll read something and just something will just click. It just happens, okay? Now, with that 10 of Pentacles showing up right after the Ace of Swords, this tells me that this thing that is clicking, this epiphany of an idea that's clicking for you, has to do with the idea of creating stability, creating security. Okay. And then with our Temperance card coming up in reverse, this is telling me that I think what's going on is you're recognizing that whatever it is that this person is saying to you that's good news about money or material goods, you're recognizing that um, any kind of stability that would come from that is not stable, not secure. It's going to be something that's just kind of up and down and in and out. Some days are going to be really good, some days are going to be really scarce, that type of thing. Not even necessarily seasonal. I'm not getting seasonal out of this, but just sometimes good, sometimes not. So this could be somebody saying, if you sell so many whatnots, then I'll give you this magnificent commission. And so maybe sometimes you do that, maybe sometimes you don't. And then if you don't, maybe you get zero. So you're recognizing that what this person is offering you is not stable or secure with that temperance card coming up in reverse. But I think also you're getting an idea for yourself about what you can do that is going to bring more stability and more security to your life than counting on whatever this person is trying to dangle in front of you like the carrot on a string. Okay? I hope that makes sense for you, honey. Hello there, 88. So 88, if you want me to answer a question for you, you need to check out the bio or the description underneath of this video. However, if you would like a message from Spirit, or if you want help with an affirmation, you know what? No, I'm answering questions here. I'm getting all confused with TikTok. I'll answer that question for you. In general. Ba-da-da-da. Sorry about that. Just got a little confused. What area of your life do you want to look at? Do you want to look at romantic, career, family? Tell me which area of your life you want to look at a year from now. Okay? Because otherwise we're going to have it wide open and I'm not even going to know what I'm looking at. We don't like that. We like specifics. We like to know what's up. You're quite welcome. Did it make sense for you, honey bunny? All right, Chakoya is up next with a message from Spirit. Romantic, okay. Romantic life. 1 year from today. All right. Awesome. Thank you for that feedback. All right, so let's see. That was Sunflower. Next up, we're doing Chakoya. Chakoya, are you still in the room, my friend? Chakoya has been watching my videos for years now. Literally. I don't know how many years, but years. All right. Yay. 88. I don't remember seeing your name in here before. Are you in here under a new name? Or is this your first time in the room? Chakoya, message from Spirit. Here we go. Here we go. Well, welcome, welcome. We're glad you're here. Saturday night can be a little bit of a rougher night because not everybody comes in the room. They're out doing other stuff, so can be a little bit quieter than usual. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Okay, Chakoya, what are we looking at for you? We've got some repeat cards. Okay, Chakoya. Ace of Swords coming up in reverse means something totally different than what it meant for Sunflower. All right, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This is hilarious, Chakoya. I think you're basically telling somebody, they're telling you about something and you're saying, yeah, that sounds like a really good way to lose all your money. That's pretty much your situation here. You're passing along good information to somebody, and it has to do with the idea of putting all their money, all their energy, all their effort into something. I really feel like you're just telling them, yep, that's a really good way to lose all your money. Maybe they're telling you that they're going to take the paycheck to the casino so that they can make rent money. I don't know what they're telling you. But I think you're letting them know, yeah, Gotta wonder about the logic behind your plan there, buddy. That's basically what you're saying, okay? Now, let's look at best advice for you around this situation. Oh, lordy. 8 of Cups, followed by another 8, the 8 of Batons or the 8 of Wands, followed by the 9 of Batons. And this is not a new deck. This deck has been shuffled several times. So for the 9 to be right behind the 8 is kind of unusual. Now, best advice here, walk away. If this person is trying to get you to spend your hard-earned money on this, walk away. You do not want to get involved in this. With the 8 of Batons, there's a lot of communication. It's not like you're cutting this person off. You're just saying, yeah, leave my money out of this picture. Leave my energy out of it. Leave my effort out of it. That's your ball game there, buddy. Okay, 8 of Wands is lots of communication. Okay, messages going back and forth. All right. So this is not cutting this person off. This is just saying, you know what? That sounds like a great investment idea for you to lose all your money, not for me. Does it sound familiar? With the 9 of Wands, this is really coming up to me a lot more like a 7 of Wands than a typical 9 of Wands. This is basically saying, get ready for this person to keep coming at you with this idea. Be prepared that they're not going to just let it drop. Okay, they're going to keep hitting you with this idea over and over and over and over and over and over again. Heads up, be prepared. Figure out what you want to say to them, because you're going to have to put it on repeat. You may as well record your answer and just hit play every time they ask you again. Excuse me. Okay, so that was Sequoia. Next up is 88. I guess I shouldn't say 88 because there is a space in between. Infinity upon infinity. All right. Show me what infinity upon infinity's life is going to be like 1 year from now as far as romance. 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 Let's see. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Ooh. Okay, so a year from now, let's look at your cards. King of Cups showing up in reverse. 10 of Pentacles, right side up. Page of Wands in reverse. 3 of Pentacles, right side up. 6 of Batons, right side up. Okay, so Batons is the same as Wands, by the way. All right, so here's the deal. With my King of Cups showing up in reverse, there's somebody who is interested in you, who is not happy with you. Okay, they're either jealous, angry, sad. We've got something going on here where they're not happy. What I'm hearing is they're going to be feeling left out by you. Okay, with that 10 of Pentacles following it, this tells me part of the reason they're feeling left out by you is you've decided, you know what, I've had enough of your stuff. It's time for me to focus on my career. This is just some baloney now. I'm going to take a break from this, focusing on my career. Now, the Page of Wands basically says that you're not feeling very excited about the idea of the 3 of Coins, which the 3 of Coins is somebody wanting to collaborate with you, but it's more of a one-time hit. It's a one-time project. It's a one-night stand. It's a one-time hit. Okay, you don't feel very excited or enthusiastic about that. That's not really what you're after. You would rather focus on your coins than focus on a one-time hit on anything as far as that goes. But here's the thing. With that Six of Wands coming up in the end, you are getting a lot of attention. There's a lot of people telling you how wonderful you are, how beautiful you are, how good your behind looks when you're walking away, all of this good stuff. You're getting a lot of appreciation, but I don't see it being really what you're looking for. I see you being sick to death of somebody, and I see other people coming at you just wanting things on the light side, and you're like, I'll pass. Lots of attention, though. So now you should write that down, and then a year from now, you'll know how good I am or not good I am. Thank you, whoever gave that second thumbs up. I appreciate it. Let's see, do we have anybody else in the room that wants to have a question answered, hear a message from Spirit, or have help with an affirmation? If you do, speak now or forever hold your peace, because I'm only going to be here a couple more minutes before I walk out the door if there's nobody else to help. I like to help, help, help. Guys, thank you so much for liking this video. Also, thank you for sharing this video so that I can help as many people as possible. And that Reiki is helpful to anybody and everybody, even after the video is not live anymore. So that's always a good thing. Always a good thing. Kiki Rave. Your cat's missing for 4 days? Is it a male cat or a female cat, Kiki? Cats are pretty scrappy. It's a female and it's been missing for 4 days. Well, then she's not gigoloing around the neighborhood. That's usually what the males do. Was she pregnant? And was she a kitten? Is she pregnant? Is she a kitten? I guess I should say. But before she left, was she pregnant or was she a kitten? Either one. Oh, you're quite welcome. I enjoy making them. They're interesting to me. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. You had her fixed. So she's not a kitten if she's been fixed. And she's obviously not pregnant either. All right. So what do you want to know? Should we ask if she's going to come back? Gotcha, gotcha. Do you want to know if she's going to come back or not? What do you want to know? What do you want to know? Okay, but you haven't asked me a question yet. You seem very invested in telling the story, but you don't seem like you want to answer, so I'll listen. I'm cool with that. Oh, we've got a yes. Okay. Is Kiki's female cat that's been missing for 4 days going to be coming back home all on her own? I would say so. I don't even have all the cards down, and I can say so. So that answer is a yes. Now, here's why. So you've got the Hermit card showing up in reverse. You've got the Ten of Cups. You've got the Sun. Isn't that a beautiful Sun card? I like it. You've got the Three of Wands. And you have the Fool. Okay, so here's the thing. This is the first card that told me yes. The Hermit is a card that talks about going and spending some time by yourself. And then when it comes up in reverse, then it's time to come around and be social and interact with people again. So this is the first thing that says yes. Yes, she's gone off by herself to do her own thing. And yes, she will be back. Okay, so that's the very first card. We already know right there. Yes, she's coming back. Now, 10 of Cups. This talks about the happiness that you guys are going to have. She when she sees you, you when you see her. Okay. Sun card is another yes card. It's also a very positive card, so we like this too. Three of Wands, planning for the future. So I wouldn't expect this super soon. I wouldn't expect this like within the next couple hours or tomorrow. With the Three of Wands, this is something that's happening in the future that she'll come back. Okay. So not super soon. And then we have the Fool card. This is our adventurer, our wanderer. This is telling me she's got a taste for adventure in her mouth now. She likes to go a wandering. Okay. So if you don't want her wandering off, you may have to be more strict with, how often she's in the house and how often she gets to go outside and stuff like that. Because otherwise she's going to just wander whenever she feels like it. Come home whenever she can't find food somewhere. She likes to adventure. She's probably a fire sign. She's probably a kitty fire sign. Okay, anybody else have a question they want answered or affirmation they want help with or want a message from Spirit while I'm here? Otherwise, if there's nobody here for me to help, I'm going to take off. Ba-da-da, speak now or forever hold your peace. How long have you had your little cat, Miss Kiki? At least 7 months because you've got 7-month-old babies from her. 88, I've already answered a question for you. Everybody gets one thing while they're in the room, honey bunny. That's the only fair way to be. Should have specified that, shouldn't I? Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, you're cool. You're cool. Ba-da-da-da. If there's nobody here to help, then I just head over somewhere where I can find someone to help. It's all good. Ooh, I think they might have gone to bed upstairs. All of a sudden, the dog's being really quiet. The dog and the kid. Aw, thank you, Kiki. Very kind of you. Ishika. Hello, hello. How are you today, honey bunny? You got here just in time. I was getting ready to walk out the door. What would you like tonight? Question answered, message from Spirit, help with an affirmation. Everybody remember to put a thumbs up on this video and please share it around so I can help more people. Ba-da-da-da. Hello there, Nikki. Welcome, welcome. How are you, honey bunny? You can. What would you like? A message from spirit, a question answered, or help with an affirmation? Okay, what's your question? Ashika's thinking too. Aw, thank you, Kiki. That's very nice of you. Okay, so Nikki. I feel like we've read about this guy a bunch. You're quite welcome. Quite welcome. Okay, let's look. Ashika, I'm still waiting to hear from you too, honey bunny. Okay, Nikki, what are Yogesha's intentions towards Nikki? Hmm. Okay, let's look at your cards. Five of Swords in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. Six of Cups. Ace of Swords. Four of Coins. So I'm going to tell you, I think he's going to stay withdrawn. I don't see him really working on adding to any kind of layers of this relationship or making it more intimate, okay? With this Five of Swords in reverse, he does want things to be peaceful between the two of you. He's not wanting to have any kind of drama between the two of you. I think that he feels like he's seen who you really are. And he's feeling like while you guys have created some good memories, he doesn't feel like the two of you are necessarily a good fit for each other. So I think that he has high regard for you. I think that he respects you, and he probably even has a little bit of feelings for you. But intellectually, for him, intellectually, any kind of situation between the two of you doesn't really work. And that's why he's being distant and he's pulling back because he's feeling like this really isn't going to work. And so he doesn't want to make it harder to extract from this later rather than just go ahead and extract from it now while he knows it's not going to work. But at the same time, he doesn't think you're a bad person at all. He has some good memories with you. I don't think he wants to hurt your feelings. But at the same time, I don't think that he does not want anything to go any further than it has. Barbara Kelly, what is real soon? Sorry, Nikki. So he's probably kind of told you that stuff already, huh? You're quite welcome. Let's see. All right. Well, I'm waiting for Barbara to define real soon. We're going to move on to Aishika. I hope I'm saying your name right. I always question that. Asawa. Okay. Love next 6 months. You have a feeling it's going to be a big goose egg, but you're still going to ask. We do have some things coming up with this eclipse that would have to do with combined money. So that could be about a partnership for some people. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, cool. Thank you. Alrighty. Barbara, define for me, what is real soon? Is that within 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 minutes, 2 months, 2 years? What is real soon for you? Aishika, what's coming for Aishika in love over the next 6 months, please? Ba-da-da-da. Ha ha ha. Oh, goodness. We are in Mercury retrograde. Dear goodness, goodness, goodness. Okay, Aishika. After seeing these cards, I want to say something, and then I'll actually read the cards for you. But here's what I'm going to say to you. For you to start having some healthy romantic relationships, you're going to need to do some work. Okay? Whether that's using Reiki to help you do that work faster, or just doing that work on your own, you've got some shadow work to do so that you can have some healthy relationships on, expectations, interactions, projections. Okay? Because otherwise, we've got some silliness going on here that's just going to keep repeating. Okay? Yeah, free will. You can change what I have coming up here. Let's look at your cards now. Okay, so Aishika, La Judgment in reverse. La Luna. I do long distance Reiki. You should actually give me a call and just ask me questions about how much that would help you. Like just directly, personally, the two of us having a private conversation, not here in public with everyone. The Seven of Swords in reverse. Six of Pentacles in reverse. And the Pope in reverse, or the Hierophant, basically, in reverse. Okay, so here's the thing. With Judgment showing up in reverse right off the bat, I'm going to say if it hasn't already happened within the next 3 days, you're going to have the opportunity to get back into an old romantic relationship, and you're going to be saying, no, thank you. I will pass on that. Okay, so that's really good, I think. That is really good. We do have the moon coming up after that. Isn't this a beautiful card, by the way? Look at that card. Anyway, so we have the moon coming up after that. The moon tells me that there's some mystery. There's some mystery. There's some things going on here. This is 12th house energy. This is really esoteric type stuff, things that are hidden, things that are not out front and center. I think you may be doing some type of ceremony, is what it feels to me. You may be doing some types of ceremonies or rituals, trying to let go of anything from the past that you don't want anymore after this opportunity shows up. Okay? Now, oh, yeah, I was totally off track. Yes, Reiki is one of the services that I offer. You get the free 5 minutes whenever I go live, but then I offer some that is just for you, and that is a service that is paid for. Bum. Let's look at your next card, though. So, Seven of Swords showing up in reverse. This talks about really having a strategy that kind of falls apart. Okay. And this can take us back to the drawing board. With the card that comes after it, I really think that this is going back to our judgment card in reverse, where the somebody shows up from the past, or however it works out, you have an opportunity to go back to a relationship from the past. Originally, you say no, that's going to happen very soon. About 3 months from now, I think you rethink that. I think you rethink that. I think you go back to something from the past again with that card showing up in reverse. Now, here's the problem with that. We've got the Six of Coins in reverse. This is not an even situation. It's not reciprocal. Not reciprocal at all. You're putting more energy and effort into this situation than the other person. How do I know that? Because you've got the Hierophant showing up in reverse right behind that, which tells me that you were kind of idealizing this relationship and thinking, well, maybe I can settle for this and maybe that'll be good enough. And then with the Hierophant showing up in reverse, you're realizing, no, the rest of my life cannot be like this. I do not want to be in a long term commitment with this person. And so you are definitely realizing that at 6 months, or you are walking out of it at 6 months. So you could be realizing it and making a plan to walk out of it, or you could actually be walking out of it with that Hierophant in reverse coming up in 6 months. You were thinking of trying cord cutting. I think you need more than cord cutting. The feeling that I have, I mean, cord cutting is never a bad thing. I'm not going to say don't do cord cutting, but you need more than cord cutting because it's not just this person. It's a, what do I want to say? Not it's a cycle with you, but it's a theme with you. It's a recurring theme with you that keeps playing out. And it keeps playing out because of where your paradigm is when it comes to love and romance. And your paradigm was probably set by watching how your parents interacted with each other and how they interacted with you or the important people in your life, if not your parents. So cord cutting will eventually get rid of this one person, but if you don't do some work on yourself, you're still going to draw in, a new name, same game. See what I mean? Right? That's where Reiki comes in. Kiki, if you check out my website, www.amista, A-M-I-S-T-A, .info, I-N-F-O, that's how you can get a private reading. Like if you want a 30-minute reading or a 45-minute reading or an hour-long reading or a 1 or 2 question reading, you can always get that. If you just have one question that you want answered here, then if you read the description box below, you can figure out how to do that. But for a private reading, you want to check out my website. Right? And that happens to a lot of us. Like if our parents didn't have the best relationship, or if we didn't have the best relationship with our parents, then when we grow up, we're trying to sort of relive that relationship and make it turn out with a happy ending. So we draw to us those people that are going to help us relive that relationship. But getting that happy ending is a whole other story. That's where we have to do the work on ourselves. All right, so Barbara Kelly is the next person. Ba-da-da-da. What was her question? Something about the next month. Where did her question go? Do I see money getting better for Barbara Kelly real soon within the next month? Okay. will money come and hang out with Barbara Kelly more in the next month? Ba-da-da-da-da-da. After this, Barbara, remind me, I'm going to teach you an affirmation that's going to help you a lot. Okay? I hope you're still in the room. Miss Barbara Kelly, are you still in the room, in the room, in the room? Barbara Kelly. Awesome. Thank you, Kiki. I'll be checking that after I'm done here. I'm going to be here about 10 more minutes. If there's people to serve here for 10 more minutes. Barbara Kelly, are you in the room still? Barbara Kelly. Will money come and hang out with her more within the next month? So, Barbara, I have a nice strong yes. I hope you're still in the room. And let's go through the cards. We start off with the Fool, followed by the Ten of Swords in reverse. By the way, the Fool was in reverse as well. The Sun in reverse. Six of Swords. The Queen of Batons, Queen of Wands. Okay. So I'm hoping if Barbara Kelly is not in the room that she comes back and watches this later to find our answer. Anyway, with the Fool coming up in reverse, Miss Barbara, this tells me that there's something that you have begun as a leap of faith to help yourself financially, and you have been or will be wondering if that's just done with, if that's served its time and now it's not going to do anything else for you. I think that as you're considering that, you're going to end up deciding that you do want to keep it moving forward. There's probably still some good juice in there, is going to be what your assessment is. And so you are going to keep moving it forward. With that Ten of Swords showing up in reverse right behind that, this is my it ain't over baby card. So this just kind of reinforces that idea of, you know what, moving forward, maybe even letting other people know, I'm not putting that down. I'm still moving forward with this. With the Sun card in reverse, this tells me that you're moving forward with this, allows you to have times with other people that feel good and productive and happiness making. And with the Six of Swords, moving forward with this allows you to move away from something that has been dramatic and chaotic into more peaceful territory. Okay. And then that last card, the Queen of Batons coming up. This is my independent, self sufficient woman. This is somebody who has a lot of authority. They're a natural leader, or in very many cases, this is somebody who is an entrepreneur. So you could be having your own business on the side, and that could be the whole thing that you're thinking about. Do I keep it going or do I shut it down? Okay, but with this Queen of Wands showing up here, this just shows, with this whole spread, you're moving forward with whatever this is you're really debating about, and you're having some good times with it. It is putting you into a more peaceful, less chaotic, less dramatic place, which to me tells me that you're coming away from some of the stress of the different expenses that may seem overwhelming right now into a place that is less stressful. So you may be looking at streamlining your budget and making it make more sense than what it has. And with that Queen of Batons showing up here, this just means that you're going to end up in a space where you really get to follow your inspiration, and your inspiration is what actually pays you. So we like it. Yep. I would keep it going. Look for ways to expand it. Be creative about it. We're in eclipse season, which I don't know what part of your chart that's affecting, but eclipse season can pull things out or it can put things in and expand things for us. So if you're actively looking for how you can expand, then you're working with that eclipse energy. All right. Anybody here who has a question, wants a message from spirit, or wants help with an affirmation, speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm going to be here about 2 more minutes unless somebody shows up that could use some help. Blah-da-da, 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 blah-da-da. Anybody else need a question answered, an affirmation, or a message from spirit before I take off? Let me know in the chat. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Okay, I've waited for 2 minutes. Got nobody showing up for a new request. Time for me to get out of here. You guys have a very pleasant and enjoyable weekend and rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys back on the next video. Peace out.